Hi, this is Dr. John Rogers, and welcome to this week's edition of the Financial Independence Podcast. The lifetime financial needs and goals of most people are to earn enough money to be able to enjoy a decent standard of living, owning a home, educating their children, and having accumulated sufficient savings to retire with dignity. However, the reality is that the majority of people struggle their entire lives to meet these goals, and those that don't are confined to a life defined by debt or, at worst, destitution. In this podcast, I want to provide you with a framework that will allow you to better understand the financial system. In every country, it is structured in a way that doesn't always work in your best interest. Once you understand how the system works, then you will be better able to achieve your financial goals and enjoy the benefits of your life's hard labor. If you want to meet your financial goals, then your income will have to be more than your spending, so that you will have sufficient cash flow to be able to meet your loan repayments, pay your taxes, and meet your daily living expenses. So let's look at what determines a person's income and spending over the course of their working lives. There are two things that determine a person's income. The first is the productive capacity of the country in which they are living. Now that's just a fancy way of saying that the ability of a person to earn an income in any given country is related to factors like the natural resources in the country, the size of the workforce, the educational and healthcare systems, the level of infrastructure, both hard and soft, soft being institutional integrity, and the adoption of technology. For example, a Filipino who moves from the Philippines to America will experience a tenfold increase in income, from $3,300 to $36,000. Likewise, a Haitian who moves from Haiti will experience almost a 25-fold increase in income, that is, from $1,200 to $50,000 a year. The second thing is a person's earning capacity. Earning capacity, in general, is determined by a person's own human capital profile, namely their level of education, knowledge, and work ethic, their chosen profession, any inherent special talents that they may have, and a person's entrepreneurial spirit and endeavors. Whilst the earning capacity of a person is largely self-determined, the productive capacity of any country is determined by factors which are totally out of the control of any one individual. In terms of spending, there are some things that everyone has to spend money on, like taxes, loan repayments, and insurance expenditures associated with home, car, life, and health insurance. And then there are the essential items like food, shelter, transportation, and communications. Also, you have to pay the managers of your 401k plans or the managers of your investment between 1.5 to 2.5% annually on the value of your investment or pension portfolios. Whereas you have some control over your spending on the necessities of life, you have very little control over your spending associated with taxes, debt, and insurances. The reason for this is that the government determines all of the taxes that you must pay each year. The banks determine whether or not you can obtain a loan or the terms of the loan. That is, the terms of the loan on your mortgage, or any monies that you may borrow for your child's educational expenses, or the money you have to pay back on your car loan every month. Insurance companies determine how much your premium payments are on your home, car, life, and health insurance. And regardless of whether there is an increase or a decrease in the value of your 401k plan, investment portfolio, or pension fund, you still have to pay the management fees to the 401k investment fund and pension fund managers. In essence, the government, the banks, and the non-financial companies have ownership of and control over the financial system and have been able to manipulate the system to always serve their best interest instead of yours. In other words, the financial playing field is not tilted in your favor, but in the favor of the owners. Consequently, you have three options: accept the system and use it as it is, or become an owner of the system, or try to gain knowledge of the system and make use of this knowledge to be able to at least manipulate the system in a way that tends to level the playing field in your favor, so you have a better chance of achieving your financial goals. Each week's podcast will be dedicated to providing you with the knowledge that you will need to increase your income and decrease your expenses, so you'll be able to better meet your financial goals. If you've not had a chance yet to review the previous podcast on how to reduce your mortgage payments, then please take the opportunity to go back and look at these podcasts, because the information on this podcast will, over the course of every year, save you thousands of dollars. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching this podcast. If you really want to become financially independent, then please feel free to subscribe to this channel.